Golden State, who has been on a winning streak by driving their opponents to death in a series of matches against top Western teams that were considered to have a death schedule, will face Houston, who has almost secured this seed in the Western Conference. Of course, Houston has a jinx of being particularly weak against Golden State, but if they win today, they will virtually secure this seed. So this was a match that both teams desperately needed to win. From the beginning, Coach Udoka's defensive concept was clear. It was to block Curry's field goal attempts as much as possible. The team's best defender, Amen Thompson, was mainly in charge of the matchup, and Thompson, who persistently chased Curry, was annoying him. Houston succeeded in breaking Curry's offensive rhythm, but the home team, which scored from other sources including Brandon Podziemski, took the lead separately from Houston's Curry defense. The away team showed a weak offense despite playing good defense, and Steph Curry tried to solve the tremendous check with a pass. This kind of loss was something Houston had expected to some extent, but Golden State's defense was also not bad, and despite Houston holding Steph Curry scoreless, they were held back by their weakness, the offense, and the home team Golden State had a good mood until the first quarter. However, the game changed drastically starting in the second quarter. The away team Houston, led by Jabari Smith Jr., took the lead over Golden State in the bench section, while the home team players missed 4 consecutive free throws, which was not appropriate for a game where every point was very important. As Golden State's free throw anxiety, which had been forgotten for a while, returned, Houston, who had been steadily following, finally turned the score around, and Jimmy Butler, frustrated, got a free throw himself. On the other hand, Houston still had poor perimeter production aside from their defense, but Golden State still maintained their lead thanks to Hield's good shooting sense coming off the bench and Houston's desperate three-point success rate. This was meaningful since Stephen Curry had not scored yet. However, around this time, Jonathan Kuminga broke the flow by not only attempting a reckless layup, but also making a confusing pass, and this muddy game did not go badly for Houston. The away team, which induced a turnover from Stephen Curry even after the timeout, suppressed the opponent in the tempo push, and even their worst three-point success rate, which was poor in the attack, gradually normalized.
Still have the lead. Dillon Brooks, and he's fouled by Draymond. And Draymond and Dillon Brooks having...
At this point, Dillon Brooks and Draymond Green clashed a little. It was a strange situation because the atmosphere on the court was very heated. The fight that fans had been secretly expecting did not happen, but DeGreen, who had been holding back well, took out his anger on an unexpected place. After being quiet for a while, he committed a technical foul.
Now working on Podziemski, spins by him, goes glass, hit the shot plus the foul. That's how you answer.
They got an end one play. As a result, it was a rough ending to the quarter for the home team, and the away team Houston, who even caused a turnover by Podziemski, ended the first half with a lead through their tremendous defensive power.
The Jalen Green layup. Final 5 seconds. Draymond trying to set the screen. Curry 3. He got a bucket. I told you, he got a bucket.
At this point, Steph Curry seemed to be igniting Golden State's momentum by scoring the first point of the game just before the end of the quarter, but Draymond Green immediately committed a very unnecessary foul. As soon as Dillon Brooks said, "The snowball is bigger than I thought," VanVleet sank both of his free throws, and this crazy game ended in a very close one-point tie. Houston, with its free throws out of whack, completely missed its chance to get back into the game. However, Houston, which had a lack of offensive production, maintained the advantage they had once gained with the playmaking of Brooks and Jalen Green, who had good shooting sense, and while the Waste was struggling with Amen Thompson's tenacious defense.
2 for 7.5, into the lane, corkscrew layup in, and 1.
Elite.
Jalen Green even made a very elegant reverse layup.